better leadership in 2022. It's so important for us. If we're wanting to see our teams grow, our churches grow, our businesses grow, that we allow these things to grow, that we start with ourselves. We have to grow ourselves if we are expecting others to grow. Last week I said, number one, be a problem solver. If you have a problem, and this year there may be many problems, then don't look at the problem, but think always about opportunity. Problem, but at the same time, opportunity. I believe we need that for our new year. Secondly, be an encourager. Our workers need motivating, and that is of absolute importance, and it's central, but we need to encourage them. And the question is, how do we bring encouragement? How do we give encouragement? If I'm wanting to encourage our people, it's very important that they know we're there, that we see what they're doing, and that they feel that they are important. Hebrews 3:13 says, encourage one another every day. And if you were to ask me, how often should I encourage? I want to say to you, very often, every day. Once a year does not help. 2-3 times is not enough. Every day. And that's why it's so important that we say, I have something that I want to encourage for, or I have something to encourage about. Double it. Increase that, and you will see a difference amongst your workers. Maybe a line that you write, a card, a phone call, a gift, a voucher for a meal. They're things that can really encourage our workers. They need this from us. I have a thing that I do every year. I write cards, handwritten cards to my whole team. And I did this again this last year in December. And I'm amazed always at the reaction that I get. Even weeks later, people say to me, Wayne, thank you for that card you wrote. Why? Because they noticed that I have noticed them, what they do, how they do it, and they also see that in my eyes they are important for what we are doing together. People will forget what you say and they will forget what you did, but they will never forget the feeling they have being in your team. That remains. Maybe not all the things that you've done, but that feeling is so important, and that's what we want to give each one on their way. And thirdly, be a peacemaker. We have enough challenges in our society. We have challenges in our churches. If you're a church leader, we have many thoughts and we have a lot of people that we are leading. And with this pandemic we have at the moment, we have the challenges of all the thoughts that go through our heads with that as well. And that's why it's so important for us as team leaders to be peacemakers. If you're a Christian, it says in Matthew 5 verse 9, blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called sons of God. He's the Prince of Peace. We imitate him. And as we do that amongst each other, that is his heartbeat for us. And that's what we should do. We should be peacemakers. Be a peacemaker in your team. Protect the unity. Unity is very precious right now. And I've decided and I've said, I will honor everyone in my team. I will forgive and I will love. And love means not just always allowing everything, but speaking the truth, but in love. And then what is also very important is that we accept each other the way Christ accepted us. Romans 15 verse 7 says, accept one another as Christ accepted you, for by this God is honored. You don't always have to be right. No. But it's important that you accept the other And that's how you will be a peacemaker as well. And then the other thought that's very important for this year is be a learner. It's so sad that we have people that have a measure of success in a certain area, and then they think that's it. They get comfortable. And I think the reason is it always costs something to move on. And it's so important that in this area that we grow. Our team needs us to grow. If you want to be fit, you cannot continually eat unhealthy food. You can't neglect your diet. When you are training, you have to have a specific way of eating. You choose what you need to eat. And how does this look with your diet, as it were? What are you consuming? Is it social media, pointless, wasting time, watching movies, playing games? They're not sinful, but is that what you want for the new year? Are you being intentional? Why not be intentional with your planning for this year? If you have no plan, you have no progress. But then why not think about this? Think about this. In which areas do you want to grow? Is there a topic you want to research? What books should you read? Think about this. Think about this intentionally. Which podcast should you listen to regularly? What inputs will challenge you and take you in new directions, perhaps? You need these things. And you can write this on your list. What people should you connect with? And who should you seek mentoring with? The right people on your side will help you and spur your thoughts. And then for the application of these points, number 1, who specifically should you encourage? Write down the names and think about how you can do this. Number 2, where do you need to encourage peace? Is there an area in your life, your work, your community, your church where there's discord? What should you do to promote peace? And then thirdly, what input or diet should you plan for yourself so that you can continue to grow? So plan this so that you can grow. If you've enjoyed this content today, won't you share this so that your friends can also benefit? I believe that this year, 2022, can be a wonderful leadership year for you.